Tired of begging for likes, nods, or validation that never fills the void? In this video, grab the exact 12-chapter blueprint to shatter approval chains and love yourself first, starting today.
Welcome to Audiobook World, your hub for self-improvement masterclasses. Discover 3 game changers, root out approval addiction, build unbreakable self-compassion, and unleash ripple effect confidence that transforms your life.
Hit subscribe and bell for daily blueprints. Use chapter timestamps below to jump in now. This script hooks pain to promise instantly, brands your channel as premium, lists benefits punctually, and drives subs navigation. Total estimated timing 28 seconds. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing before a vast, ancient mirror in a dimly lit room. The glass isn't ordinary. It's alive, reflecting not just your face, but every hidden doubt, every plea for someone else's nod. Every time you've dimmed your light to fit their shadow. You've spent years chasing echoes of approval, haven't you? From parents who measured your worth in grades, friends who ghosted when you shone too bright, lovers who promised validation but delivered chains. But what if I told you that mirror holds the key? The one truth that shatters the illusion. You don't need their gaze to see your own brilliance. This is your invitation to step away from the crowd's verdict and into the unshakable love you deserve. Yourself first. Breathe deep. Your transformation begins now. Chapter 1. The silent prison of other people's eyes. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a vast, whispering crowd, their faces a blur of expectation, their eyes like spotlights pinning you in place. Every step you take, every word you utter, bends under the weight of their silent judgment. You've felt it, haven't you? That invisible tether, pulling you toward their approval, twisting your dreams into shapes that fit their comfort. Right now, in this moment, as my voice wraps around you, feel the truth sinking in. You've been living in a prison, not of bars or walls, but of other people's eyes, and the key to unlock it? It's been in your hand all along. This prison isn't built overnight. It starts small, in the quiet corners of childhood, when a parent's furrowed brow made your heart shrink, or a teacher's golden star became your measure of existence. You learn to perform, to please, to dim your light if it blinded them. Fast forward through the years. Friends who faded when you outgrew their script, lovers who doled out affection like rations, bosses whose nods dictated your worth. Each time you handed over a piece of yourself, trading authenticity for the fleeting high of good enough. But deep down, a whisper persists. Is this freedom or just a prettier cage? Let me paint a picture from life, one that might mirror your own. There was a woman named Ilara, sharp as a blade, with dreams that burned like wildfires. She poured her soul into paintings that captured the chaos of the human heart, raw, unfiltered strokes of color that screamed her truth. Yet every gallery's submission came back with polite rejections. Too bold, not marketable, tone it down. Friends nodded sympathetically, but urged her to play the game, to soften her edges for the sake of sales. So she did. Canvases grew tame, her fire muted to pastels. Sales ticked up, praise trickled in, but at night, alone with her brushes, emptiness clawed at her chest. Ilara had traded her soul for applause, and the prison walls closed tighter. You know this story because it's yours in some form. Maybe it's the job you hate, because it pays the bills and earns admiring glances. Or the relationships where you shrink to avoid rocking the boat. Or the social media scroll, curating a version of you that's likable, shareable, safe. Science whispers the same truth. Psychologists call it the approval trap, where our brains, wired for belonging, hijack our choices. Dopamine surges with every thumbs up, every well done, but it's a drug that demands more. leaving you addicted and hollow. The world applauds conformity, rewards the chameleons who blend in, and punishes the bold who dare to stand out. But here's the awakening. Their eyes aren't truth. They're just eyes, flawed, biased, fleeting. Pause with me now. Feel the air in your lungs, the beat of your heart, that rhythm. It's yours alone, untouched by their gaze. The foundation of our journey together starts here, in reclaiming that sovereignty. Stop seeking approval isn't a slogan, it's a revolution. It means waking up to the lie that your value hinges on their verdict. You are not a reflection in their mirror. You are the source, the sun, not its shadow on the wall. This realization hits like cool water on fevered skin. Relief, yes, but also the ache of what's been lost. Think deeper. What dreams have you shelved because they didn't fit their mold? That book you never wrote, the path you never took, the voice you silenced. Each compromise chips away at your essence, building resentment that simmers into self-doubt. I've seen it in countless souls. Men who chase titles over passion, women who people please until they're ghosts of themselves. The cost? A life half-lived, joy rationed, potential buried. But the beauty of this first step, awareness, cracks the foundation of your prison. Once you see the bars for what they are, illusions woven from fear, you begin to bend them. Let this truth settle into your bones. Loving yourself first isn't selfish, it's survival. It's the oxygen that fuels every authentic breath. No more molding clay for their hands. From this moment, you sculpt for your own. Imagine the freedom decisions flowing from your core, untainted by what will they think. Relationships deepen because you're whole, not a puzzle piece, begging to fit. Creativity surges, unbridled. Purpose sharpens, laser-focused. This is the promise of our path, not perfection, but presence, not applause, but inner peace. As we stand at this threshold, reflect on one question: who have you been performing for? And what would life look like if you performed only for yourself? Let that question linger, like the last note of a symphony, echoing into silence. You've taken the first step out of the shadows. Satisfaction washes over you now, mingled with a spark of hunger for more. Ahead lies the roots of this hunger, waiting to be unearthed. Turn the page with me, friend. The real unraveling begins. Chapter 2. Tracing the hidden roots of your hunger. Picture a mighty oak tree, its branches reaching for the sky, roots plunging deep into shadowed earth, unseen but gripping the life force from the soil below. Now imagine those roots as your own, twisted, thirsty tendrils of need, drawing not nourishment but a relentless hunger for approval that chokes your growth. You've sensed them, haven't you? Those underground pulls that make you wilt under a sideways glance or bloom falsely under praise. In this chapter we dig together, unearthing the hidden roots of that hunger, exposing them to light, so you can finally choose what feeds your soul. These roots don't sprout in adulthood. They burrow in the fertile soil of our earliest days, when the world was a giant, and love felt like the only sunlight. Think back to that wide-eyed child you were, arms outstretched for a hug, that said, "You are seen, you matter." A smile from a weary parent lit your world like dawn. A scowl plunged it into night. In those tender moments, your young heart inscribed the rule: worth comes from outside. Survival meant mirroring their moods, performing their pleasures. No malice in it, just pure, primal wiring. Our brains, evolution's clever architects, equate belonging with safety, approval with air. Let me share a story that breathes life into this truth. Meet Kai, a boy with laughter like summer thunder, who chased fireflies in the dusk while his father worked endless shifts. Home was a place of quiet tension, where Dad's rare grins hinged on straight A's and spotless rooms. Kai learned fast, mess up, and the warmth vanished. By high school, he was the golden child, captain of the debate team, volunteer extraordinaire, every choice calibrated for commendation. College brought freedom, or so he thought. But the pattern held: majors switched to practical ones, friends chosen for status, even dates vetted by imagined parental nods. At 28, successful on paper, Kai stared at his reflection one rain-lashed morning, hollow-eyed. Who am I? Without their yes. The roots had claimed him, turning potential into performance. This isn't ancient history. It's your blueprint, too, customized by culture's hand. In collectivist corners of the world, family honor weaves roots of duty, where individual spark bows to communal glow. In the West's meritocracy, individualism twists into isolation, approval chased through ladders of achievement. Women often find roots tangled in beauty's vines, valued for allure over ache. Men, providers' chains, emotions buried, lest they seem weak. Social media fertilizes it all, algorithms feeding the beast with curated comparisons, each post a root extender seeking soil in strangers' scrolls. Neuroscientists map it, the same circuits lighting up for food or sex fire for likes, forging addiction pathways that demand endless validation. Delve deeper with me. These roots thrive in neglect's shadow, absent guardians who praised sparingly, or smothering ones whose love smothered self. Siblings rivaled for scraps of attention, teachers wielded gold stars like swords. Trauma etches deeper. Abandonment's scar makes every goodbye a referendum on worth. Even positive roots deceive. Overpraise without effort breeds fragility. Where criticism crushes like avalanche, the hunger grows insidious, manifesting as perfectionism's whip, people-pleasing's exhaustion, or rebellion's mask that still craves the nod it denies needing. You feel it in the gut twist before speaking up, the second guessing of your style, the apology for existing boldly. But awareness is the shovel. As we trace these roots, feel the earth shift. Name them: the parental echo demanding flawlessness, the peer pressure root knotting friendships in conformity, the societal vine strangling dreams deemed unrealistic. Naming loosens their hold, sunlight piercing the dark. This excavation isn't blame, it's mercy. Your hunger rose to protect a vulnerable self, but now grown you out it. Science illuminates the path. Mindfulness practices rewire neural paths, shifting from external validation to internal compass. Therapy unearths reframing roots as teachers, not tyrants. Envision the pruning. One root at a time, you sever the unhealthy, nourishing the sturdy. What blooms? Space for self-sourced joy, decisions rooted in desire, not dread. Kai began here, journaling origins, forgiving his father's limits, reclaiming choices. His laughter returned, genuine, untethered. Yours can too. This chapter plants the seed of uprooting. Hunger recognized is hunger half vanquished. You stand taller already, soil loosened around your feet. As the dirt falls away, let gratitude rise for these roots. They shaped your strength, even in pain. Satisfaction blooms in this clarity, a quiet power humming in your veins. Yet deeper layers beckon, myths that water these roots, even now. Lean in with me. The soil yields more secrets, ready to be revealed. Chapter 3. Shattering the grand illusion of borrowed worth. Envision a grand masquerade ball under crystal chandeliers, faces hidden behind ornate masks, each guest dancing to rhythms not their own, eyes darting for the next admiring glance. You twirl gracefully, heart pounding, but beneath the finery, a whisper nags. Is this you? or just the costume they applaud. Feel the velvet slip from your grasp, the illusion cracking like fine porcelain. You've chased worth in others' mirrors your whole life, a shimmering phantom that dissolves at touch. Welcome to the Shattering, where we expose borrowed worth as the grandest myth and reclaim the gold that's always been yours. This myth whispers sweetly, prove yourself, perform enough, and worth will follow. It's the siren song of society, luring you onto rocks of exhaustion. From boardrooms to bedrooms, we outsource our value resumes as worth tallies, likes as love ledgers, applause as existence. But lean closer. External worth is smoke, formless and fickle, shaped by moods, biases, whims. One day, your hero, next forgotten. The myth endures because it feels safe, measurable, achievable. Yet it starves the soul, chaining joy to uncontrollable tides. Breathe in a tale that unveils this veil. Soren, architect of dreams, sketched buildings that kissed the clouds, visions of harmony in steel and glass. Or colleagues praised his early models, clients buzzed, so he chased bigger contracts, flashier designs, accolades piled, awards, features, envy from peers. But one pivotal pitch, a revolutionary eco-tower, drew blank stares. Too risky, they said. Not proven. Soren's world crumbled without their yes. He was nothing. Sleepless nights blurred into doubt. Was he ever good? The myth had him worth not in creation's fire, but approval's echo. Crushed, he retreated, sketches gathering dust. Echoes of Soren live in us all. Parents gauge success by report cards, not curiosity's spark. Friends measure coolness in trends followed, not quirks celebrated. Partners trade I love yous for behaviors bent. Culture amplifies. Billboards hawk beauty as currency. Influencers peddle perfection as power. Even spirituality twists here. Some seek divine favor through flawless faith. Forgetting grace's gift, the illusion deepens in comparison's hall of mirrors, where your light dims next to their shine, blind to each soul's unique blaze. Science strips the myth bare. Positive psychology reveals intrinsic value as bedrock, self-efficacy, that quiet knowing of your capabilities sustains through storms. External validators. They spike mood transiently per hedonic treadmill studies, demanding ever higher doses. FMRI scans light up reward centers identically for praise and candy. Addictive, not anchoring. The myth's cruelty. It breeds imposter syndrome where achievements feel fraudulent, loaned not owned. High achievers crumble hardest, pyramids built on sand. Pierce the veil now. What if worth isn't earned, but innate, like breath? Effortless, eternal. Imagine roots plunging into self-soil, drawing from inner wells, no more begging at foreign fountains. This shift demands audit. List worth sources, titles, opinions, metrics. Cross out the borrowed. What's left? Your essence. Resilience forged in falls, wisdom from wounds, creativity's endless spring. Affirm it. I am worthy, because I am. Feel the myth fracture. Lightness flood. Deeper still. Myths mutate. Ever notice how approval addicts self-sabotage? Success scares, lest it invite envy. Vulnerability hides, fearing rejection. Soren learned this, post-crush. He burned safe sketches, birthed the eco-tower from raw heart, launched independently. It soared, not on praise, but purpose. Critics came, fans too, but Soren stood unmoved, worth internalized. You hold this power, question every should. Whose voice? Align with yours. Joy multiplies, work flows passionate, bonds magnetize true kin, life pulses authentic. As shards of illusion glitter at your feet, gather the truth. Borrowed worth blinds, owned worth frees. A profound peace settles, your spirit expanding like dawn sky. Yet illusions linger in subtler forms, demanding unflinching gaze. Curiosity stirs, what veils remain to rend. Step forward with me, the light grows brighter. Chapter 4. The Fierce Dawn of Radical Self-Honesty. Feel the first ray of dawn slicing through fog-shrouded woods, illuminating twisted paths you'd long avoided, shadows fleeing as light demands truth. That's the jolt of radical self-honesty, raw, unrelenting, piercing the comfortable lies you've whispered to survive. You've dodged its gaze, haven't you? Hiding dreams in Sunday drawers, flaws under flawless facades. But right here, as my words reach you, that dawn breaks. No more evasion. Welcome to the fierce awakening, where honesty becomes your sharpest ally in loving yourself first. Radical self-honesty isn't polite confession, it's soul surgery, cutting to the bone of who you are. It strips illusions, confronts the gaps between who you pretend to be and who you ache to become. We flee it because it stings, exposing envy masquerading as support, fear dressed as caution, laziness cloaked in busyness. Yet in that sting lies liberation. Honesty reclaims power, turning victims into architects. It's the foundation of self-love. You can't cherish a stranger to yourself. Let me unfold a life that embodies this blaze. Nora, a symphony of contradictions, poet by night, accountant by day, wore success like armor. Promotions flowed from her meticulous spreadsheets. Colleagues hailed her reliability, but poems gathered dust in journals, her true voice muffled by responsibility. One autumn evening, mirror in hand, she forced the question, "What am I hiding?" The flood came, resentment toward a safe life, terror of failure's stage, a buried rage at self-betrayal. Tears carved rivers down her cheeks, but as honesty poured, chains snapped. She quit. Poems published, vulnerability her ink. Audiences connected, not to perfection, but truth. Nora's world bloomed vivid. This dawn rises in your story too. Recall moments you nodded to paths not yours, swallowed words to keep peace, chased shadows of desire. Culture conspires against it. Smiles rewarded, candor punished. Social scrolls curate highlight reels, breeding silent comparisons that erode truth. Families pass generational veils. Don't air laundry, keep it together. But suppression festers. Stress hormones rage unchecked. Per somatic studies manifesting as illness, numbness, disconnection. Honesty heals, rewiring brains toward authenticity. As neuroplasticity research shows, repeated truth-telling strengthens prefrontal integrity circuit. Embrace the practice now. Start intimate, alone. Voice aloud the unspoken. I envy her freedom. I fear my own power. This habit drains my light. Journal unfiltered. Stream thoughts without edit. Watch patterns emerge like stars in clearing sky. In conversations, dip toes. Share a flaw, not for pity, but ownership. I'm late because I overcommitted. Lesson learned. Feel resistance melt into relief. Radical means all in, no half-truths. Admit dreams deferred, apologies insincere. Loves clung to from fear. Each admission fortifies. Self-trust builds like muscle. Resilience from reps. Deeper layers reveal. Honesty unmaxed saboteurs. Procrastination as perfectionism's child. Isolation as rejection's preemptive strike. Nora discovered hers. Childhood echoes of a critical aunt, now internalized judge. Forgiving that inner voice freed her spiritually. It's communion with your higher self, shedding ego's disguises for soul's naked truth. Universally resonant, warriors in boardrooms, mothers in minivans, elders in quiet rooms, all crave this dawn. It equalizes, empowering the overlooked, humbling the exalted. Challenges arise, fear of loss. But watch, true bonds magnetize to authenticity. False ones fade, space clearing for real. Nora lost superficial friends, gained soul collaborators. Energy surges, creativity unchained. Decisions crisp, self-love crystallizes. Honoring your truth is the ultimate embrace. Practice daily, evening ritual, one raw reflection. Feel the dawn warm your skin, illusions burned away. As honesty floods your being, a sacred fullness emerges. Wounds cauterized, spirits soaring. You've crossed into uncharted light, empowered. Yet this dawn needs direction, a compass forged within. What guides your newly honest steps? Anticipation builds. Journey onward with me. True north awaits. Chapter 5. Crafting your unring inner compass. Sense the wild sea tossing your ship in relentless gales, waves of others' opinions crashing over the rails, pulling you off course into treacherous shallows. You've been the reluctant captain, rudder surrendered to every shouting wind. But now, feel the deck steady beneath you. As you grip the helm, your inner compass, awakening needle quivering toward true north. No more drift. This chapter forges that compass within. Your eternal guide through approval's storms, pointing unerringly to self-love's shore. An inner compass isn't gadget or gimmick. It's your soul's gyroscope, attuned to values, intuitions, desires that whisper amid chaos. External maps, societal shoulds, peer pressures lead to dead ends. Yours charts unique waters, calibrated by self-trust. Without it, honesty from our last dawn scatters directionless. With it you navigate boldly, decisions aligned, life purposeful, its self-love embodied, honoring your bearings above borrowed bearings. Witness Leora, adrift in corporate currents. Ambitious editor, she chased editor-in-chief titles, sacrificing weekends, sleep, spark. Colleagues' claps steered her, gut twinges ignored. Burnout hit like kraken, panic attacks in meetings, joy exiled. One fog-bound morning, she anchored alone, asking, "What pulls my soul?" Whispers rose, creativity over climb, connection over conquest, nature's rhythm over deadlines, forging her compass core values etched, authenticity, growth, harmony. She resigned, freelance bloomed, books birthed, hikes healed, bonds deepened, winds still howled, but Leora sailed steady. Your voyage mirrors hers. Life bombards, ads dictate, desires, feeds fuel FOMO, authorities impose ideals, childhood plants false needles, parents' pride as pole star, schools' grades as guide. Result, discontent's doldrums. Psychology charts the course. Internal locus of control fosters resilience. Per locus theory, believers in self-steering thrive amid uncertainty. External reliance breeds anxiety, helplessness. Compass-building reorients, identify North Stars, values like integrity, adventure, compassion, rank them. What ignites when honored? What dims when denied? Forge yours now. Solitude is smithy. Unplug, walk untrodden paths. Let quiet amplify inner Hume. Ask probing, in perfect day, what fills it? Visualize crossroads, job offer gleaming but soul-sapping. Choose guts nudge, daily calibrate. Morning meditation, values scan. Does this align? Evening review. Did I follow my north? Tools amplify, vision boards vivid, journals tracing pulls. Leora's ritual, compass rose tattooed inwardly. Values recited at dawn. Feel needle steady? That's power accruing. Challenges test steel. Temptation tugs. Easy praise veers starboard. Doubt fogs vision. Counter with anchors. Accountability allies who honor your compass, not sway it. Spiritually, it's divine attunement. Universe's subtle currents felt in stillness. Cultures vary. Nomads follow stars. Mystics inner light. Yours blends all. Men reclaim through purpose quests. Women via intuitive wisdom long silenced. Universally, it liberates careers pivot passionate. Relationships reciprocal. Pursuits profound. Deeper currents. Compass reveals blind spots. Habits clashing values, like overwork starving harmony. The aura shed toxic ties, embraced solitude sail. Energy redirects, synchronicities surge, fulfillment flows. Self-love solidifies, your navigator supreme, storms sharpening skill. Practice yields mastery, initial wobbles to unwavering poise. As your compass gleams, polished by trials, a profound certainty anchors you. Horizons vast, you've claimed the helm, winds now allies. Yet even true north demands boundaries to hold course. What guards your sacred waters? Expectation stirs, sail deeper with me. The voyage intensifies. Chapter 6. Mastering the sacred art of the fearless no. Hear the thunderclap of a boundary drawn in storm-swept sand, waves retreating in respect, your shoreline claimed in violet. You've whispered yeses into resentment's gale, haven't you? Overloaded calendars, drained spirits, dreams drowned in others' demands. But feel that clap echo in your chest now, the fearless no rising, a declaration of self-love's sovereignty. No more erosion. This chapter unveils the sacred art of no, guilt's chains dissolved, your energy reclaimed for what truly matters. The fearless no isn't rudeness, it's reverence for your time essence compass. Yes, people scatter self like confetti, pleasing phantoms while core starves. No carves space, honors priorities, signals worth to the world. Guilt guards the gate, rooted in old programming. Good ones serve, rejection kills connection, but truth dawns. No protects yeses to your soul. It self-love's muscle flexed, it strengthens, atrophied, it weakens resolve. Enter Theo, builder by trade, yes man by habit. Crew overruns, family events piled on, favors endless, his frame sagged under invisible beams. Can't let them down, he'd mutter, collapsing exhausted. One dawn, compass consulted, he uttered, "No, I need recovery tonight." Shock rippled, guilt stabbed, but sleep restored vigor. Emboldened, nose cascaded. No to overtime, no to draining kin. Life rebuilt, muscles toned, side hustle sculpted. Presence deepened. Theo's yeses glowed golden, selective, sacred. Your narrative parallels. Culture glorifies busyness, hustle porn, FOMO fuel, equating no to selfishness. Women conditioned caregivers, no soft-pedaled, men providers, vulnerability veiled. Social nets ensnare, like if attending obligations viral. Psychology unmasks, chronic yes breeds burnout, cortisol floods eroding health, per boundary studies. Assertive no's activate vagus nerve, calming systems, boosting esteem. Practice liberates, boundaries foster reciprocity, repelling takers, drawing givers. Wield the art masterfully, craft knows graceful, yet granite. Appreciate, ask, but no committed elsewhere. Body language aligns, eye contact, steady, shoulders squared, guilt's voice. Label it, old echo, not truth. Visualize post-no freedom energy for passions, clarity for calls, the Au's mantra. My no is my yes to me. Roleplay mirrors. Decline dinner. Favor. Extra shift. Feel resistance yield to rush. Autonomy's elixir. Nuances deepen craft. Selective yeses amplify. Prioritize compass values. Vetted commitments thrive. Communicate early. Capacity full. Heart not. Relationships evolve. Tests passed strengthen ties. Fractures reveal fragility. Spiritually, no mirrors. Divine discernment. Creation's pauses. Birthing stars. Culture's honor. Samurai's disciplined restraint. Elders' wise withdrawals. Ages unite. Youth learns voice. Midlife reclaims. Elders embody. Pitfalls tempt. Over no to isolation, but balance blooms connection. Theo joined. Aligned circles. Nose filtering gold. Self-love cements. No affirms inherent worth. Rejecting scarcity's lie. Ripple expands modeled inspires others' boldness. Daily rite. One no uttered. Journal its gift. Power compounds. Life expansive. As no's sculpt your empire. A liberated exhale fills you. Boundaries bastions of peace. You've mastered the art. Realm sovereign. Yet sovereignty thrives in replenishing. Quiet solitude's embrace beckons. What solitude unveils, hunger grows. Venture forth with me. Sanctuary calls. Chapter 7. Solitude. The hidden sanctuary of self-discovery. Step into an ancient forest glade at twilight. Ancient trees forming a cathedral of whispering leaves. The clamor of the world fading to reverent hush. Leaving only you and the earth's quiet pulse. You've fled solitude like a shadow shuns light, mistaking it for loneliness's lair. But feel the hush envelop you now, solitude unfurling as your hidden sanctuary, womb of self-discovery, where self-love takes root, unchallenged. No distractions dilute. This chapter reveals solitude's embrace, transforming isolation into intimate revelation. Solitude isn't void. It's fertile fullness, deliberate communion with your depth. Crowds drown inner voice. Solitude amplifies it, insights bubbling like spring from stone. Society stigmatizes, alone, unloved. Media glorifies packs, equating company with completion, yet true wholeness gestates solo. It's self-love's forge, facing unfiltered self, befriending shadows, harvesting wisdom. Without it, compass spins erratic, nose weaken amid noise. Meet Aria, whirlwind socialite. Calendars crammed with brunches, nights blurred in bars, vibrant facade masked void, conversations shallow, self-adrift. Collapse came mid-party, overwhelms vertigo. She escaped to coastal cabin, weak unplugged. Days one, restless itch, then silence sang. Journals filled with buried griefs, joys rediscovered. Hikes unveiled body's wisdom. Starlit vigils sparked visions. Emerging Aria curated life. Cherished few over fleeting many. Art reignited, solitude sculpted her sovereign. Your path echoes. Childhood solitude shunned as punishment, adulthood as failure. Yet hermits, artists, sages thrive here. Thinkers, birthing revolutions in quiet. Science affirms, solitude boosts divergent thinking per creativity studies. Default mode network weaves memories into meaning. Extroverts recharge crowds, introverts depths, but all gain, stress plummets, empathy rises post-retreat. Practice invites, hour daily, device, dark, walk, ponder, create. Aria's right, sanctuary sit, breath anchoring presence, deepen the embrace. Types vary, active journaling quests, receptive mindful stares. Challenges surface, mind's monkey chatter, gently corral with breath. Loneliness phantoms, discern, True solitude satisfies, false aches for escape. Counter, gratitude lists, body scans unveiling tensions held. Spiritually, its soul's Sabbath divine whispers clearest alone. Cultures revere Japanese forest bathing heals. Monastic vigils enlighten. Ages converge, teens forge identity. Adults reclaim, sages dissolve ego. Pitfalls lurk. Prolonged drift to despair. Balance with gentle re-entry. Aurea wove solitude weekly. Life textured richer. Gifts multiply. Clarity sharpens compass. Creativity cascades. Resilience hardens. Relationship purify. Presence profound. Neediness. Self-love crystallizes. Solitude mirrors inherent completeness. No fillers craved. As glades peace permeates, a holy wholeness infuses you. Discoveries dawning eternal. You've entered sanctuary, self-unveiled. Yet self-discovery yearns expression, success, redefined on heart's terms. What victory means now? Yearning swells, press on with me. Triumphs transform. Chapter 8. Redefining Triumph. Success from the heart's blueprint. Gaze upon a lone eagle soaring untethered over jagged peaks, not chasing flocks formation, but riding thermals only. It senses victory in effortless grace, far from the crowd's clamor. You've measured success by their yardsticks, titles, treasures, applause, haven't you? Chasing shadows that leave you perched, precarious. But witness that eagle now, wings spread wide. Feel the call to redefine triumph on your heart's blueprint. No more hollow peaks. This chapter liberates success, aligning it with soul's song, where true winning whispers fulfillment. Redefine success isn't scoreboard. It's symphony, harmony of purpose, presence, passion, society's script. Accumulate, outpace, impress. Heart's blueprint, thrive authentically, impact deeply, evolve inwardly. External metrics enslave, promotions fleeting, wealth's weight burdensome. Internal reign frees joy as metric, growth as gold. Self-love demands this shift, honoring your unique flight path over borrowed trajectories. Behold Ravi, ladder climber extraordinaire. Tech whiz, promotions piled like accolades. 6 figures gleamed, yet weekends vanished, family fragments. Spirit starved, midlife, solitude's whisper. This summit empty. Audit revealed success meant innovation for good, not grind for gain. Pivoted, startup solving water crises in villages. Modest income, boundless impact. Lives quenched, purpose poured. Ravis soar, laughter with kids. Patents for planet. Peace profound. External roar faded, inner anthem swelled. Your ascent awaits, recharting. Culture's trap. Consumerism. Crowns cash. Kings, fame factories, forge idols. Childhood imprints. Gold stars glorify grades. Chores cash in. Result? Mid-course malaise. Halfway up wrong mounted. Positive psychology pivots. Eudaimonic well-being. Meaningful pursuits. Outshines hedonic highs. Per flow state research. Metrics morph. Track fulfillment hours. Value-aligned actions. Gratitude gradients. Ravi's dashboard. Impact logs. Joy journals. Legacy glimpses. Recast now. Inventory current successes. Do they ignite or exhaust? Dream blueprint. Envision day's end. What whispers? Well lived. Values infuse. Adventure. Service. Mastery. Set micro triumphs. Daily creation burst. Weekly wonder quest. Celebrate intrinsically. Savor sunsets. Scaled bonds bridged. Spiritual lens. Success as soul evolution. Lessons embraced. Light shared. Culture's color. Indigenous harmony with earth. Eastern detachment from fruits. Western innovation unbound, ages align, youth experiments, maturity masters, wisdom witnesses, hurdles loom, comparisons crosswinds, fears freefall, anchor, community of custom climbers, share blueprints not bragboards, ravi-mentored misfits, synergy soared, sustainability key. Rest rhythms prevent burnout, gifts cascade, vitality vaults, creativity cascades, serendipity surges, relationships enrich, shared visions unite, self-love crowns, triumph innate, pursued from overflow. As heart's blueprint unfolds, eagle's grace graces you, every stride victorious. You've summited self, vista vast, yet redefined success, weathers rejection's reigns. How heal those tempests? Longing stirs, advance beside me, wounds welcome wisdom. Chapter 9, Mending the Scars, turning rejection into radiant strength. Watch a phoenix amid ashes, wings charred yet unfurling anew, flames not destroying but forging feathers of iridescent fire from what sought to consume. You've borne rejection's blaze, doors slammed, hearts hardened, dreams dashed, each sting a scar etching doubt's map across your spirit. But lean into that heat now, feel the rise. Rejection isn't end, it's alchemy, transmuting pain into radiant strength when healed through self-love's grace. No more hiding wounds. This chapter guides the mending, scars becoming stars that light your boldest flight. Healing rejection's scars demands first immersion, not flight, but fearless feeling. Society urges armor, brush off, move on, burying barbs that fester unseen. Truth blooms in depth. Acknowledge ache fully. Grief for lost loves, fury at unfair fades. Shame's whisper unworthy. These aren't weaknesses, they're human hymns, signaling boundaries breached, worth questioned. Self-love begins here, holding space for hurt without judgment, as compassionate witness. Feel it ripple, tears cleansing, rage refining resolve. Repressed, it recurs, embraced, it evolves. Journey with mirror, tapestry of trials, betrayed by fiancé's abrupt exit, not ready, echoing parental divorce's echo. Friends' silences post-ambitious pivot, job rejections, branding her overqualified, scars layered, abandonment's raw rift, inadequacy's insistent itch, solitude summoned. She dove, journals wept losses, meditations mapped triggers, ritual born, letter to phantoms. Your no freed my yes, burned in ceremony, ashes scattered seaward, therapy threaded wounds, childhood roots unearthed, patterns paused, mirror emerged mosaic, scars silvered, story sacred. Your scars narrate too. Forms vary, romantic ruptures ripping security, professional passovers piercing pride, social snubs slicing belonging, childhood seeds, playground exclusions etching exclusion fears. Culture amplifies, social media's public panning, meritocracy's cold cuts. Neuroscience names the knife. Anterior cingulate activates rejection like physical pain, social death evolution's relic for tribe survival. Chronic, unhealed. Inflammation cascades, immune dips, mood maelstrom. Healing rewires, self-compassion activates soothing systems, oxytocin flows, resilience rebuilds. Mend methodically. Step 1. Name the wound. This rejection echoes old abandonment. Articulate aloud, diffuse power, visualize, scar tissue softening under gentle light, edges smoothing. Breathwork anchors, inhale acceptance, exhale attachment. Mirror's mirror work, eye gaze affirmations. I am whole amid breaks. Forgiveness follows, not absolution for them but liberation for you. Understand, They're no mirrors, they're limits, not yours. Journal bridges, what gift hides here? Doors closed, unveil destinies aligned. Deepen layers, relational rejections, heal via clean closure, letters unsent voicing unsaid. Vocational voids invite vision quests. What calls truer? Social stings? Curate circles, honoring wholeness. Spiritual salve, rejections as soul curriculum. Karma's course correct, growth's grit builder, practices potent. Loving kindness meditation extends inward first. May I be free from suffering, ripples outward, body integrates, yoga flows, release somatic holds, dance discards shame's shroud, mirror layered, EMDR dissolve trauma, echoes, nature immersions renewed, challenges confront, re-triggers tempt regression, new nose reopening old rifts, anchor rituals, grounding stones etched strengthened, playlists pulsing power, community cradles, share in safe circles, alchemize collective, science spotlights, post-traumatic growth surges, 70% report deeper purpose, post-pain per studies, gifts glisten, empathy expands, intuition sharpens, authenticity amplifies, careers pivot, resilient, love's land loyal, paths pulse purposeful, further frontiers, collective rejections, cultural ostracism, systemic shuts, heal communally, ancestral honors reclaim heritage pride, Mira volunteered mentoring marginalized wounds woven to wings, self-love sovereign, scars testify tenacity, beauty in breakage like kintsugi gold-veined pottery, daily dawn, trace one scar, thank its teaching, transformation tides, pain's phoenix rises, you radiant, generational grace, elders model endurance, youth innovate outlets, apps for affirmation, amid isolation, global hearts heal, refugees reframe exile as emergence, artist channel critique to canvases, universal, rejection refines diamonds from cold pressure. As scars transmute to strength, phoenix fire warms you, wounds wondrous. You've mended magnificently, power profound, yet strength softens in compassion's cradle. How nurture that flame tenderly. Anticipation awakens, embrace onward with me. Gentleness gleams. Chapter 10. The gentle revolution of unshakable self-compassion. Enfold yourself in a warm hearth's glow on a bitter winter's eve. Flames dancing tenderly over chilled hands, melting frostbites bite into soothing balm, every crackle a whisper of mercy to weary bones. You've wielded inner critic like a lash, haven't you? Whips of not enough, drawing blood from stumbles, self-love starved in scorn's shadow. But sink into that hearth now, feel compassion's revolution ignite, unshakable, gentle, fierce. No more war within. This chapter crowns self-love with compassion's throne, turning tormentor to tender guardian. Unshakable self-compassion is revolutionary grace, treating your falters as you'd cradle a stumbling child's, with understanding not upbraid. It's threefold: self-kindness over cruelty, common humanity over isolation, mindfulness over magnification. Critics rage, weakness, truth radiates. Compassion builds unbreakable fortitude, self-love's deepest root. Without it, compass wavers, nose falter, scars reopen. With it, you rise resilient, armored in empathy's embrace. Witness Elena, perfection's prisoner. Violin prodigy turned executive. Every missed note or metric, a self-flagellation festival. Promotion slipped, tirade ensued. Idiot, failure, spiring to sabotage. Solitude surfaced truth. Childhood coaches barbs internalized. Compassion quest began. Mirror murmurs. darling, you're learning. Tears thawed frozen heart. Practices piled. Hand on heart affirmations amid angst. This hurts. Shared human ache. Therapy taught. Common flaws unite, not alienate. Elena's shift. Performances peaked. Playful. Leadership lifted teams. Critics hushed. Compassion conducted symphony. Your inner lash narrates familiar. Triggers abound. Slip-ups. Spotlighted. Lazy. Failures fatalized. Culture connives. Merit myths. Mock mercy. Social scrolls. Showcase spotless. Gender gaps. Women internalize harsher. Men mask as stoics. Neuroscience narrates. Self-criticism floods. Fight-flight. Compassion calms parasympathetic paradise. Studies spotlight. Regular practice slashes depression 30%. Boosts motivation via growth mindset. Cultivate. Unshakably. Anchor. Self-compassion breaks. Pause in pain. Breathe. This is hard. Offer kindness. What now helps? Elena's exhale. Suffering acknowledged. Support summoned. Daily doses. Morning metta. May I be safe. Peaceful. Evening evils gentle. Effort honored. Ease invited. Body bridges. Soothing strokes. Arm cradles mimicking hug. Oxytocin oasis. Journal journeys. How would dear friend advise? Failures reframed. Teacher, not torturer. Deepen revolution. Common humanity chants. All stumble, me too. Isolates illusion shatter. Isolation's lie exposed. Mindfulness mediates. Observe critic compassionately. Old protector, thank you. Retire. Challenges charge. Habitual harshness resists. Persist playfully. Track triumphs tiny. Elena's game. Compassion coins earned for kindnesses. Jar jingling joy. Spiritual synergy. Divine mother's gaze mirrored inward. Unconditional. Cultures converge. Buddhist metta vast. Christian a gay self-ward. Indigenous earth embrace echoed. Advanced arts fierce compassion. Confronts boundaries kind yet concrete. No protects my peace. Relational ripples. Model mercy. Conflicts cool. Professional pivots. Feedback fuels, not fells. Mirror from scars wove compassion cloths. Mending others. Generational gifts. Parents pass patience. Halting cycles cruel. Global grace. Activists self-soothe amid injustice. Sustain fire. Pitfalls parried. Pseudo-compassion's pity pits discern. True lifts, false lingers. Balance, accountability. Kindness catalyzes change, not coddles. Elena balanced, gentle with self, rigorous with growth. Gifts, galaxy, resilience rockets, creativity cascades, connections crystallize, happiness habituates, neural paths pave positivity. Self-love sovereign. Compassion confirms worthy always. Flaws friends. Expanded explorations. Integrate arts. Compassion yoga flows. Forgiving. Walks whisper worth. Rituals root. Weekly compassion dates. Treats tender. Solo splendor. Measure magic. Mood lifts logged. Slips softened tracked. Evolutionary edge. Ancestral self-care ensured survival. Reclaim testimonials timeless. Warriors whispered mercy mid-battle. Sages sat self-soothe. As compassion's hearth blazes eternal, weary bones renew. Spirit soars steadfast. You've revolutionized within. Tenderness triumphant. Yet unshakable thrives. Shared ripples await. How does your love light worlds? Expectancy expands. Flow forward with me. Legacy luminous. Chapter 11. The Boundless Ripple. How your self-love illuminates worlds. Behold a single pebble cast into still pond. ripples radiating outward, touching distant shores, transforming tranquil surface into symphony of waves that kiss unseen banks. You've kindled self-love's flame within. Now watch it leap, igniting chains of change beyond your skin. Feel the toss, the spread. Your unshakable inner glow doesn't hoard, it cascades, healing lineages, lifting communities, reshaping realities. No isolation in true love. This chapter unveils boundless ripple, self-love's quiet force multiplying magic through lives entwined. The ripple begins inward, then explodes, exponential. Your transformation touches all. Self-seekers shrink circles. Self-lovers expand universes. Approval's cage trapped you small. Freedom broadcasts bold, psychologically potent. Secure selves model authenticity. Per attachment theory, children mirror calm, partners relax reciprocal, colleagues catch courage. Spiritually sacred, inner light reflects divine, one awakened awakens kin. Self-love's paradox, deepest personal gift births collective grace. Enter Jovan, once wilted willow in approval's wind, corporate drone, people-pleasing puppet, home hollow, compass carved, nose-nosed space, compassion cradled stumbles, self-love sovereign. First ripple family dinners deepened, stories shared sans script. Kids' eyes widened wonder, wife whispered, "You're here, truly." Workplace waves, boundaries bold inspired juniors to voice visions. Team thrived innovative, community cascaded. Mentored youth, own your worth, cycles snapped, futures flowered. Jovan's pond, village transformed, ripples reaching realms unknown. Your ripples ready. Personal pools first. Relationships recharge, vulnerability invites vulnerability. Conflicts clarify compassionate. Children inherit integrity, not inheritance hunts. Elders honored authentically, wisdom woven, romantic realms. Attract equals, not rescuers. Intimacy intensifies, mutual. Friendships filter fierce. Superficial slow, soulful solidify. Professional ponds, leadership luminous. Cultures shift supportive. Innovations incubate unafraid. Mechanisms multiply. Emotional contagion. Joy jumps via mirror neurons. Calm contains chaos. Modeling magnetizes. Boundaries beget respect. Compassion contagious. Storytelling spreads. Shared journey. I chose me. Worlds opened. Sparks solidarity. Jovan's talks. Neighborhood nights. Attendees alchemized. Movements minted. Social science sings. Self-compassionate souls foster empathy epidemics. Reducing relational rudeness 40%. Evolutionary echo. Tribal thriving tied to individual wholeness. Your ripple ensures species sail. Cultivate cascades. Intentional tosses. Daily deeds. Listen lingering, affirm actions. Boundaries bless. Rituals radiate. Gratitude gatherings. Naming growth gifts. Digital drops. Posts purposeful, not performative. Inspire without invitation. Jovan journaled today's ripple, tracked transformations. Tiny to tidal. Challenges channel. Cynics scoff. Selfish respond, radiant. Self-full overflows. Backlash. Boundaries bolster. Spiritual streams. Prayer partners, meditation circles, vibes vibrate vast. Deepen. Dynamics. Familial floods. Heal ancestral approval addictions. Conversations courageous. I release patterns. Generational genius. Parents pioneer presence. Halting hustle heritages. Community currents. Volunteer vitality. Not validation. Impacts infinite. Global gleams. Advocating the end. Amplify underrepresented. Your self-love lends leverage. Cultures converge. Collectivist clans cherish communal care. Individualists ignite innovation. Ages amplify. Youth's zeal zips. Midlife's maturity mentors. Elders' essence endures. Obstacles overcome. Overgiving's undertow compass checks capacity. Isolation illusions. Ripples reach reciprocal. Measure magic. Note nudged changes. Smiles sparked. Shifts sustained. Jovan's legacy ledger lives lifted, listed. Humility humbled. Gifts galaxy. Fulfillment fractals. Purpose perpetuates. Interconnectedness illuminates. Expanded expressions. Creative contagions. Art activates awakenings. Music moves masses. Business blooms. Ethical enterprises employ empowerment. Environmental echoes. Self-care stewards. Planet boundaries. Birth sustainability. Testimonials timeless. Healers heal hold. Artists authenticity. Audiences altered. As ripples reach horizons, pond pulses profound unity. Your pebbles power planetary. You've ignited infinities. Love luminous legacy. Fulfillment floods full. Yet integration invites eternity. Living liberated daily. Final freedoms beckon. Culminate with me. Dawn eternal. Chapter 12. Eternal liberation. Embodying lifelong self-love freedom. Stand atop dawn-kissed mountain peak. Vast horizon unfolding infinite. Chains of yesterday's shadows crumbling to dust at your feet. First light bathing you in golden sovereignty. You've traversed prisons shattered, roots reclaimed, myths mended. Now breathe this summit air, liberation's eternal promise, pulsing in your veins. No fleeting high. This is lifelong freedom, self-love embodied as breath, unassailable. Feel the wind carry you forward. Our journey crescendos here, weaving all threads into tapestry of triumph. Your liberated life launched. Eternal liberation integrates every insight. No checklist, but cellular shift. Approval's ghost exercised. You navigate native compass constant, knows natural, solitude sacred. Success soul sung, scars strength, compassion constant companion. Ripples radiate reflexive. Freedom isn't absence of storm, it's sailing unshaken. Self-love your North Star eternal. Lifelong means daily dawnings, practices pulsing presence, not perfection. Recall our pilgrims, Elara's bold brushes, Kai's uprooted hunger, Lena's shattered myths, Marcus's honest dawn, Sophia's steady helm, Raj fearless nose, Elena's sanctuary, Tom's heart triumphs, Kara's healed scars, Mia's compassionate cradle, Jamal's boundless waves. Their arcs arc yours, composite of courage. Each chapter a cornerstone. You've not just heard, you've become. Liberation lives in application. Mirror mornings affirming wholeness. Evening echoes gratitude growth, deepen dwelling. Rituals root resilience. Dawn declaration. I am source, sovereign, sets sail. Midday mindfulness. Aligns this my compass. Courses correct. Twilight tally. Ripples today touched. Treasures transform. Journal jewels. Weekly weaves. Recapping revelations. Forward visions, vivid. Accountability allies. Circle sharing sovereignty. Mutual mirrors magnifying. Tools. Timeless. Affirmation anchors. Worthy always. Breath bridges body-mind. Challenges champion. Slip summon self-compassion. Human healing rebounds rocket. External echoes tempt. Their no defines counter. Mine alone matters. Lifelong layers. Age adapts. Youth zeal tempers wisdom. Midlife's mastery mentors. Elders' essence endures. Jovan's journal at 60. Ripples return richer. Families flourish, children compass craft, early partners practice parallel lineages, spiritual sanctum, self-love, as sacred union, divine spark, self-honored, universe conspires. Meditations merge, visualize light expanding, enveloping earth, your freedom fuels cosmic care. Global grace, cultures contribute, Eastern equanimity, Western will, indigenous interdependence, universal urgency. In divided days, your wholeness weaves worlds. Sustain splendor. Nutrition, nourishes, positive, inputs inspiring, books beaconing, feeds filtered, movement marries, walks whisper wisdom, yoga yields yes within, rest reveres, Sabbath solitude, dreams download directions, community catalyzes, tribes of transformers, not applauders, growth gardens together, pitfalls parried. Complacency creeps. Done, dynamism demands devotion daily. Isolation invites, all mine, ripples remind relational. Measure mastery, not metrics, but moments meaningful joy quotients, impact, intimates, testimonials, testify, listeners later. Your words woke worlds, your legacy lives. Practical pearls profuse. Compass calibration, quarterly quests. Values vivid, blueprint births. Vision boards vibrant, goals glowing genuine. Boundary balms, no scripts scripted, guilt gentled, compassion cascades. Friend forged phrases. You're enough. Self-sprinkled, sanctuary schedules. Weekly wiles wandered, whispers welcomed. Rejection reframes, redirection radiant. Ripple radars, deeds documented. Delights discern. Expanded eternals, creative channels, journals, jazz journeys, arts, articulate, authenticity. Professional paradises, vocations vibrate values, collaborations conscious. Romantic realms, love's lure luminous equals, intimacies infinite, parental power, offspring offered origins, owned, your worth innate, elder emanations, wisdom wells shared, circles complete. As summit sun crests, horizon hugs you home, every breath, boundless freedom. You've embodied eternal self-love, prison pulverized, path paved perpetual, satisfaction surges supreme, spirit soaring ceaseless. This isn't farewell, it's forever forward. Live liberated, love lavish, carry this flame. World warms waiting. You've arrived, and just begun. Chapter 13, Infinite Horizons, Self-Love's Ever-Expanding Legacy. Plunge into cosmic nebula's heart, swirling gases birthing stars anew. Your essence a supernova seed exploding light across galaxies, touching voids into vibrant veils eternal. You've summited liberation's peak. Now launch beyond, self-love's legacy unfurling infinite horizons. Feel expansion's thrill, no bounds bind. This culminating chapter propels perpetual evolution, weaving lifelong freedom into universe-altering force. Your light, legacy luminous forever. Breathe vast, voyage vastens, infinite horizons dawn post-liberation. Self-love, not static summit, but stellar genesis, ever-expanding, birthing constellations of contribution. Previous peaks integrate, prisons past propel progress, ripples recurse, realms remade, legacy lives dynamic. Personal phoenix perpetually rising, influencing infinities intimate and immense. Freedom's formula, daily devotion births destiny divine. Revisit radiant rebels. Aria's solitude sparked symphonies, serenade souls. Theo's nose, nurture networks, thriving. Mirrors mended mosaics, mentor multitudes. Joven's waves wash weariness worldwide. Their legacies lends yours, tapestry threads tying triumphs. You've internalized, now irradiate. Horizons hint. What worlds wait your warmth? Perpetuate profoundly. Evolutionary engines. Neural novelty-seeking, self-love lubricates learning loops, curiosity cascades, ceaseless. Practices pioneer, vision voyages. Decade hence, dazzling what? Dreams, drafted daring, legacy labs. Experiment expressions, philanthropy pulses. Prose perpetuates passions, quarterly quests. Horizons honored how? Adjustments deepen dimensions, familial firmaments, offspring orbits, authenticity, legacy, love lavish patterns, purified perpetual, vocational voids vanquished, enterprises embody empowerment, innovations inspire independence, communal cosmos, collectives catalyzed conscious, collaborations cosmic, Jovan's foundation, youth horizons heightened, self-love sown seed self-sustaining, mechanisms magnify. Quantum quirks, observer effect, your evolved energy alters atmospheres, fields feel forward. Social synergy, attachment avalanches, secure selves, seed, secure societies. Science substantiates, pro-social behaviors from self-actualized, amplify altruism epidemics. Spiritual starfields, Akashic archives, soul imprints, inspire incarnations, infinite. Cultivate cascades, cosmic. Rituals rocket, nebula notations, night skies, naming new north. Ally alliances, mentorship matrices, masterminds, manifesting miracles. Digital dawns, content constellations, podcasts propel paradigms, visuals vivify visions, global galaxies, causes championed cross-continents, unity undergirds universals, challenges catalyze, entropies ebb, plateau, pioneering persists, playful, cynical clouds, selfish shine, shine illuminates illusions, sustainability secrets, sabbatical stars, pauses propel potency, measure majesties, legacy lanterns, lives lit lately, logs luminous, pitfalls parried, overreach, overloads, compass calibrates capacity, isolation infinities, ripples reconnect relational, testimonials telescope, your light launched legacies, humility horizons, humbler, practical panoramas profuse. Creative cartographies, arts architect afterlives, books beacon beacons, music moves, masses, wellness worlds, wellness waves, teachings, tending tribes, thriving, environmental eternals, stewardship stars, planet parented passionately, educational empires, academies awaken awareness, curricular craft, courageous, relational realms radiate. Partnerships pioneer parallel paths, intimacies, infinite inspirations, parental pulsars, progeny-propelled purpose, freedoms flow, familial, elder emanations, wisdom waves worldwide, circles ceaseless, cultural confluences, Eastern expansions enlightenment, Western wills wonders, indigenous insights interconnect. Ages alchemize, youth yonders yearn, midlife maps masterworks, sages seed supernovas, horizons holistic, health havens, bodies honored boundless, financial freedoms, abundance attitudes attract affluence aligned, adventure arcs, explorations expand essences, endless as nebula nurtures new stars, your supernova seeds, symphonies, stellar, legacy light, leaping light years, infinite horizons, hug you home, vast, voyage, victorious. You've not just lived liberated, you legacy launch universes, satisfaction supernal surges, spirit stardust, soaring. This odyssey opens onward, embrace endless, shine supreme, cosmos celebrate.